The restrictions are gone and the crowds are back. Restaurants and other F&B outlets across Singapore are seeing a steady increase in customers dining in since COVID-19 rules were relaxed last month. But is the recovery here to stay? Trade and Industry Minister Gan Kim Yong says it's vital for the food services sector to capture new growth opportunities and to create new revenue streams as we emerge from the pandemic. In 2021, the industry added $4 billion to Singapore's economy and employed about 220,000 workers. Joining me now is Keith Chua, Vice President of the Restaurant Association of Singapore. Keith, looks like things are picking up for the F&B sector, at least from what we can see from the latest easing of measures. But in general, is it back to pre-pandemic levels?
Well, the fact is that yes, things are certainly picking up since the relaxation of measures in the recent weeks. Are we back to pre-pandemic levels? No, not yet. But we are heading in the right direction, and we hope to get there. Why do I say we're not quite there? Well, pre-pandemic, we had, besides the domestic market, we also had the international markets. We had the tourists that also supplemented or at least provided quite a significant part of revenues for the wider food and beverage sector. So depending on which concepts we're talking about and which markets we're targeting, our concepts are targeted at, some would have recovered pretty much to pre-pandemic levels. Others would still be awaiting the tourist market to supplement the revenue levels. With the food and beverage industry, we're talking about revenues, and then we're also talking about the three main components of our operating costs, which are manpower, rentals, and food costs. So those are not also, I guess you could say, not quite at pre-pandemic levels, but they are adjusting, and we'll see in the coming months how these will stabilize.
The pandemic has shown that deliveries or takeaways now play a big role in the industry, and of course earlier on in the Restaurant Asia 2022, Minister Gan also mentioned about looking at different revenue streams. If you could share with us some examples of these revenue streams that F&B businesses can create as we emerge from the pandemic.
With the pandemic, many of our food operators, we very quickly had to move into delivery and takeaway as a means of sustaining, or as a means of sustaining our revenue levels and essentially for survival. And we managed to build that in now into our operating infrastructure. The hope, I think, for many of us that were not in delivery and takeaway pre-pandemic is that we can keep a good portion of that while we see the dining in returning. So that's that's something that we hope for. Now, in addition to the options and what was mentioned by Minister, we do have the opportunity for those concepts that are appropriate to scale, for example, to look beyond Singapore, move into international markets, internationalization. I think that would be certainly a good option. And some, of course, have already done that, and some will continue to build on that. Then we have ready-to-eat foods. If the brand itself has a good following, there will be a market who will find that convenience in terms of availability of those items through retail delivery platforms. I think those will be another way of enhancing revenue streams. I can think of another area that some have already ventured into in terms of using capacity, and that's to set up cloud kitchens. So you can also have a restaurant with a primary brand, but you can also have a cloud kitchen that is just focusing, say, on the virtual market platform to either test new concepts that could eventually be delivered in physical form.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos.